And it is our pleasure to introduce them to you day after day. And one thing that's become pretty evident over the past few months is that there are a lot of fighters on Delmar. And we'd like you to meet another one of them this afternoon. We would like to introduce you to Freedom Wilson, who's here with Mom and Dad, Mike and Kennedy of Delmar. Also here is Faith.
Hi, Faith.
What did you guys
Freedom.
got?
Well, they brought you something special today.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead and give it to Miss Lisa.
Did you guys make these yourselves?
Just for you.
Oh my!
Thank
Mine
you.
is of a fox. Jimmy's is of a.
Thank you.
Is that
That's
skunk?
awesome.
Yeah.
I got a skunk.
Pepe.
Pepe.
Okay, so Freedom, you've come in to share your story with us. We're going to actually talk to Mom and Dad a little bit about it, okay?
Is that all right? Yeah. Okay. Let's slide this time.
Thumbs up.
So Kennedy, take us back to when Freedom was born.
Yeah, so I had a pretty rough pregnancy. Although we don't think it's related, I was very nauseous throughout. And then when she was born, we thought everything was quite normal.
And when you say she, you mean?
During labor, when Freedom was born,
right.
Yeah, we thought everything was quite normal, and much to our surprise, things took a quick turn. I'll let Mike take it over from there.
Well, the nurse happened to pick up that her eyes were slightly cloudy, not quite normal. Doctor missed it. Nurse brought it up again, and after that, 3 days later, we were shipped out to Johns Hopkins. They thought it was glaucoma, but then they come to find out that it was an extremely rare eye condition called CHEDS 2.
CHEDS 2. What's CHEDS 2?
It looks similar to glaucoma, which is why I got confused at first. The corneas are slightly cloudy due to not the drain field in the cornea, but the actual pump cells. So if like a boat has a bilge pump, it pumps the water out of the hull.
Oh, okay. All right.
We have pump cells within our cornea that actually pumps the fluid through our cornea and through the drain field and clears it out of our eyes. Well, the dystrophy part of it is her pump cells aren't formed correctly.
So not a lot of people here in the States have heard of it, but it's prominent in India?
Yes, that is correct. So the doctors actually, one of the first questions they asked us was, are you from India? Which we're not.
Really?
Indian friends, but we're not from India. And they also told us that, you know, there was a very probable chance, because they didn't know a lot of information, that she would be completely blind, not be able to drive, not be able to read, be dependent on us the rest of her life. And I know a lot of times people think, well, of course glasses could just change that if she were legally blind. But unfortunately, even with glasses, it doesn't help her see any better because of the cloudiness.
So what did you do? Where'd you go?
We ended up, first of all, seeking the Lord, and then we decided to go dig in with new opportunities at Johns Hopkins at Wilmer Eye Center we're trying to offer. They use some medications that they normally use for surgery to dry out the corneas before they do surgery. She was actually on that daily. It's more like a salt solution, so it dries out her corneas, where the fluid gets trapped within her corneas. That's why we're using a salt solution or a hypertonic solution.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how's her, I mean, she's not totally blind, is she?
Correct. So a good way to kind of put this in perspective that helped us understand, because a lot of times when we're out in public, a lot of folks don't even realize she has an eye condition whatsoever. So we brought a pair of goggles for you guys today.
Yeah.
It kind of best is explained by looking through a piece of wax paper. Can you give that to Mr. Jimmy?
Okay, thank you.
So if you look through there, you'll notice that you can see a lot of shapes.
Right.
You can see colors pretty well, but as far as fine detail, it's not exactly clear. But she goes throughout her day, and most people don't even realize that that's her challenge.
That's what she sees.
Yes.
Yeah, and so she uses the cane there to kind of maneuver around, and she does a very good job of it.
Yes, in new environments especially, they help her.
I was going to say, she doesn't use the cane all the time.
No. When she goes to new environments, she'll use it once she's familiar with the environment. And she's got an incredible memory, so she kind of memorizes her whole entire environment. So once she's been there once or twice, she won't need the cane.
So Freedom she's just a typical 4-year-old child. Her life is pretty normal, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, she goes about her day, and just recently we we fulfilled one of her dreams through the strength of the Lord. It was obviously nerve-wracking. Freedom said she wanted to play t-ball. So for any parent, especially a parent of someone that's legally blind, that can be a little nervous.
Yeah.
You know, what will we do when she gets up and maybe misses the ball a couple of times? But we were very blessed. She's very determined, and if she wants to pole vault, we'll give her a pole. And she got right up there and hit the ball. We made some different arrangements and accommodations. We told her to count how many steps to first base, or you know, just the help of other coaches yelling her name as loud as possible.
Right.
But the story doesn't end there.
No.
It looks like there's something that could help.
Yes. We have just never given up on the impossible, and even though they said she might not ever drive, we stayed focused on what could be possible. And Jimmy, you know, that goes through encouragement from people like you when you're going through your surgery and all, like just staying hopeful. And a new technology came out called eSight. It's out of Canada, and it's a new goggle technology that actually brings what's far off in the distance right up close to Freedom. So a lot of families can sit on a couch and watch a movie. Unfortunately, Freedom has to be right at a TV. So these glasses will actually bring the vision right to her eyes. This could be the predecessor that would allow her to drive one day.
Oh my goodness.
That's amazing. So Freedom, you say you play t-ball, right? Yeah. You want to play a little t-ball?
So how does Faith deal with all this?
That's a great question, and I appreciate you asking that, because a lot of times when a child has special needs, you know, we were going to 2 or 3 appointments a week. Sometimes, you know, I can count maybe 100 since she's been born. You always have to keep this one in mind. A lot of the spotlight gets there, and so she's actually an unsung hero. She helps Big Sissy find her cane when she loses it, and she attends all of the appointments and waits very patiently. And she does get left behind on occasion, you know, but she does a great job, and we always want to honor her as well.
Absolutely.
Look at those two. Look at those two.
Well, certainly an incredible story. We are praying for all
Thank
4 of
you.
you. I know this journey isn't easy, but you guys seem to be handling it well.
Yes. So June 27th, they're flying in from Canada, and we'll give it a shot and see if it works, and we'll keep you guys posted. And you'll hear us hollering from Philadelphia, that's for sure.
All right.
If you could say something to, don't mess up my skunk. Don't be messing with my skunk. If you could say something to other parents who might be in this situation, in a similar situation, what would you tell them?
Just keep your head up, and just it's trust the Lord, because really, in the end of the day, we don't have control of anything.
Yeah.
And just keep pushing hard, and just have faith, because at the end of the day, we can't do anything but just trust.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So stay with us, especially you, Freedom and Faith. We are getting ready to have some fun now. You see Jimmy here? He's not bad at t-ball, but I don't know if he's as good as you guys.
Yeah,
And we're
I
going to
need some
find
work.
out. We're going to head